And the umbrella of this 3 months is, although I haven't studied this guy, was a Zen master, scholar, sage, Ken Wilber. I haven't studied him much, but he had this integral model of, he had this idea that I fully resonate with, and I have verified that it's true, that if one wants to work on oneself in a comprehensive way, one needs to cover various multiple areas. Yeah. And so those areas are, he called it waking up, cleaning up, growing up. Then he had one more, showing up. Yeah. Yeah. And each one of these words, they have a lot. So waking up is connected to teachings and practices that are connected to more like Buddhist, Zen, fourth way, non-duality, mindfulness. The aim of these teachings or practices is to help us be more aware of what's happening in our inner psychology, in our body, in our energy body, the thoughts, as well as in the world. So be more present, more aware, more conscious, more mindful, however we call it, this quality of, and all the teachings and the practices, they have the aim to jumpstart this quality of witnessing and being more aware and being less checked out in daydreaming and spinning, churning into kind of thoughts in past, future, stuff like that. So for most people, we are kind of checked out, like, walking, and we are not quite here. And so waking up practices or teachings is connected to that. So we'll have, each group will have something from all of these categories. The cleaning up aspect, this is connected to the fact that due to being raised in a toxic culture, most of us, all of us, and our parents, they were not sages or saints. We've been raised by unconscious people in an unconscious culture, and we accumulated all of these imprints and programs, conditioning. We were wounded, hurt, shocked, lost, people neglected, beaten, whatever. So all of this life in this world here, it's not ideal. It's not kingdom of heaven here. So due to the fact that it's not kingdom of heaven, it is, but it is not. We accumulated a lot of rubbish or pain body. Eckhart Tolle used this term, pain body, like accumulated of suffering from our childhood, from our parents, from society, from our adult life, from historical triggers, traumas that play out as some kind of false, painful, limiting beliefs in the head, like I'm not good enough, there's something wrong with me, I'm unworthy, or some people develop other stuff, like I'm much better than you guys, I'm special, I'm amazing, like you can see this in politicians and stuff, and everybody. So we can have either, we create this false sense of self that is either deflated and feels deficient, me not good, me unloved, me bad, or me much better than you guys and superior and stuff. So this is some kind of limiting false beliefs in the mind. But also we have a lot of like emotional stuff, unprocessed things from childhood, from our life. We haven't learned how to be with emotions, with strong feelings. And I'm talking here globally, and I'm aware that some of you have done a lot of work, some of you have done a little less work, so, just bear with me. So cleaning up is connected to freeing oneself from these faulty limiting beliefs, as well as accumulated yuckiness in the body, in the chest, belly and throat, this kind of emotional stuff that we have, as well as patterns. You know, we all being like divine consciousness, it's very versatile and adaptable. We adapted to the shittiness that happened in life. We adapted and we found a way to be in a certain way so that we have less suffering, we get love, we get approval. So we adapted in a certain way. They're called strategic adaptations, which helped us, but also they come from some kind of limiting false sense of self, from the pain body. I'm talking about becoming funny. You know, I'm funny. I'm funny and people like me, and or being achiever, or hiding, being a sneaky, hiding or lying, or trying to look good, trying to be perfect, trying to please. We can't say no. So accumulated all kind of patterns that are create suffering. So cleaning up is connected to releasing them or deprogramming them, or but we can't do that. We can't do that unless we see them. So we can't really do much cleaning up work if we don't have to have some light to see what that is. Yeah? So that's cleaning up. Growing up, yeah, there was a master, Jed McKenna, enlightenment master in the past, and he would say that actually many people go for the interest in awakening and enlightenment, but what they really want, they want to be adults, to be like just adulthood, healthy, empowered adulthood. And I fully agree with it. Before we can go into transcendental, reaching high, lofty spiritual goals, we need to get more conscious and clean up and grow up, be a healthy adult, which is rare these days. So I'm just giving a little context. Yeah, I'm going to go. Yeah, I'm not going to lecture you. Yeah, it's just giving a little context what we are doing here. So growing up is connected. If we were grown up, is connected to having certain qualities like integrity. I am who I say I am, and I do what I say I do. I keep my word. I'm a man of my word. I am careful what I give my word to, you know. Another quality of adulthood is to take responsibility, for our actions, for how we are, take responsibility for the impact of our actions, impact of our behavior, impact of how we are, whether they are intended or unintended. And instead of blaming out there everybody, although surely there are many assholes out there for sure. So yeah, but instead of kind of outsourcing the source of our suffering out there, and to take responsibility, you know, own what is our part. Another part of adulthood is to be aware of our emotional body and to be able to manage our emotions, our triggers in a skillful way, to see what part of our trigger is bullshit and what part is something that is true, you know, and maybe I need to put a boundary, or maybe I need to say something, or yeah, so being in touch with our emotions and knowing what to do with them, part of growing up. A part of growing up is to have discover, we all have theoretically a set of skills and talents and gifts that are, the idea is to kind of give them, you know, to discover what we are really into, where's our most juice and enthusiasm that comes from our being, from our authentic nature or essence, and to allow ourselves to do that, to be that, and to have cleared some of the self-sabotaging programs. I would like to have this abundance to help many people, but I'm fucking myself over. I want to have a wonderful relationship to love and be loved, but I'm sabotaging them. So I want to, so to clear these sabotaging programs, discover a sense of mission. That's important, especially for men, but for women as well. Some sense of, hey, this is what I'm here to do. So I'm not living aimlessly. So that's part of growing up. Another part of growing up is that to realize that what we really want is happiness, but not like happiness like, oh yeah, I'm happy, yay, like anime kind of thing, but like some kind of sense of fulfillment, sense of okayness, inner peace, inner harmony, inner freedom. And part of adulthood is to realize that this, what we want, doesn't come from objects, meaning doesn't come from a relationship, doesn't come from money, it doesn't come from fame, success, from a car, boat. So what we want is actually from within. What we want is already here. It's just that we are a little bit asleep, quite a bit asleep. We have a lot of shit and we are confused. And so, my ultimate aim for these 3 months, 3 months is not much, but is to provide some kind of healthy, skillful information, practices, and support, meaning non-judgmental, loving, all accepting, maybe funny container. It doesn't have to be funny though. Laughing, where we can be real and we can cry, we can laugh, we can whatever. So my ultimate intention is to teach you how to fish, meaning help you have develop a solid practice within yourself. You know how to work on yourself in a way that you come out of the shit rather than going around in the shit. So that's my intention, and some of the core teachings that I bring, as a disclosure. So from the waking up department, I would say these fourth way teachings, Advaita teachings, Zen, Eckhart Tolle kind of stuff, these awareness teachings. From the cleaning up department, I will bring this kind of awareness-based somatic psychotherapy tools, shadow work, Gestalt, Hakomi, and basically the growing up tools are also somehow connected to shadow work or some other type of inner processing. I think that's my